Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'll take this monster bike from Funbike, not off-road, but I'll take it for the speed test again and hill test. Before going for speed test and hill test, I want to go with you about some specs. So the monster bike called because it's just model monster from Funbikes, and I noticed all of the bikes very good quality, including the monster bike. I know this bike didn't get enough attention from some people, but look on these tires, and I'm actually impressed. When I was riding this on the grass where I usually get flats, this bike never got flat. I rode on the grass without slime inside, and they do have young pin tires. It's the first time I experienced those tires, so they're pretty well actually made, so good puncture resistant. And just want to show you more about this bike because they don't market that much on internet about this bicycle, so you may never heard about this brand. But Funbike have few bikes and few other brands they manufacture as well. So it comes with very large headlight, larger than most of the bikes I had on my channel. It comes with a with a signal lights, and of course tail light, which is integrated, and also the signal light as well. It comes including the rear rack already, which some companies charge extra. It comes with fenders, both of them also included, and some basket, which is also included. So basically you got everything you need on the bike already. You don't have to buy extra like with some company you would have to spend another $200. This bike already included. It comes with a trama fork. Actually right over here is a trama, so I think it's trama fork, which hydraulic, lockable, and there's no load adjustment, so only lockable fork. But it works actually really nice. I tried to jump off some curbs and it works real good. And about the rear suspension, it's large, it's a little bit stiff, but it looks like it's air, but I tried, it's not working. So it's basically a spring rear suspension, which working just fine. And the seat, as you can see, it's not the softest one, but it's just fine seat, and it's long enough to fit two people. Actually, I just rode with my wife, you can see we fit it just fine, and we reach about 24 miles an hour at least. The handlebar also pretty wide, full throttle, you got full throttle, nice menu over here. The display is large, but it's kind of hard to see on the sun. At night you can see fine, but on the sun I'm not really very impressed with the display. They could do better job on display. On this it comes with a light on and off switch, which is very easy to use. Also left and right turn, and a very loud horn signal. As you can hear, it's very loud. Also 7 Shimano shifter. The disc brakes 180 millimeters. It's unbranded hydraulic brakes, but the stopping power is pretty well as well. And the horn located right over here, which is kind of open space over here. I'm not sure like they attach it right here, but it's very loud, like almost like a car. The battery is removable, the key right here. There's enough space to put a second battery if you want to. It's about 17.5 amp battery, so it's pretty large. Alright, so let's go first for speed test again, and then see. The last time I think I did speed test, it was in different location, but it was not bad. But let's try over here, because I always test all the bikes right over here, but they was making the road. Now the road is made very nicely, and let's go. We'll see how fast it'll go. And I use throttle only, full throttle over here, going unrestricted to the pedal assist level. Doesn't matter what pedal assist level. Now it's about 21 miles an hour, 22 on GPS, 24 on GPS, 25 on GPS, on display 25 and a half, on display 25 and 6. solid 25 miles an hour based on GPS and 25.5 on display, so GPS 25, so it's very accurate actual numbers. So I'm gonna go this way as well, because always this way a little bit faster sometimes. Let's go and see, like, so it's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26. So it hit 26 is the maximum speed, which is not the fastest bike. I tested, of course. And now we're gonna go for hill test. The riding position on this bike is very comfortable. It's like more like Harley Davidson style riding, because handlebars are higher, so you have straight up sitting position, and it's good for two people as well. Even they posted on the website the limit is only 240 miles, I'm sorry, 240 pounds, but I just tested with my wife. Total weight over 350 pounds, and we rode like for a few miles. I took her to the shopping mall, and I'm gonna pick her up later on this bicycle as well, most likely. But she likes it. It's a lot of fun to ride together, I guess. Anyway, it's going to hill now. And again, it's come with a full loaded. You got everything on this bike. Signal, and another thing I noticed, this bike very comfortable to pedal. So many people like complain about some bicycle when they're buying like e-moped style, like motorcycle style, like whatever you call them. You can pedal this bike very nice. The knees will never hit your face, and you're gonna enjoy it. It's good to pedal this bike as well. That's another thing I like about this bike. And acceleration on this bike, it's smooth. It's not like ripping off, but still fun to ride. A little bit jump over here. Nice. And I noticed it's very smooth, and the jumps very smooth as well, so you will not, and it's not loud, like there's nothing shaky on this bike, like example, the other brand, I will not name it, but when you jump you can hear a lot of different noises. With this one, it's a very solid bike. So the quality, I noticed the Funbikes, they're actually the one who bought the Mi bike as well. Mi bikes, I like Mi bikes, they're not the fastest one, but the good quality. Good quality over the speed, that's something you need to decide to, because I know that some of them faster, but the quality not as great. Sometimes like the brakes quick, maybe like some motor maybe extra noises, so or more noisy when it jump off the curb and stuff. This one fork works just fine when you jump off the curb or anywhere, like, and it's very soft, smooth ride. So it's something you will decide which one you like, but I just deliver you the message what I experienced on this bike. I will also have like $100 off. I might talk to the owner of this company to see if they can offer a better discount, but currently I think the bike worth the money what they're selling for. It's well priced. It's not the best offer, but it's something you pay for good quality. And again, it's not the fastest one, but it's pulling two people. We reach about 24 miles based on display, which is very accurate display actually. Some bikes give you wrong numbers, and I didn't try to mess around with this bike, changing this, anything on it. And pedaling is good on this bike as well. I'm on the gear number 7 and pedal assist number 2, going about 17 miles an hour, and it's just nice. So if you want something pedaling, that's a good bike to go with. If you want like just zoom around, and faster. Of course, there's different bikes available, but this one is good for taller person, and the shortest person, I think it's like can go about 5'6", I believe. I had somebody who is 5'8" sit on it, so they could still ride it easy. But if you're like I'm 5'11", so it fits me very well. So if you want something like you can actually ride as a bicycle, then this is a good bicycle to go with. And here's why you shouldn't stay on the intersection sometimes. Very dangerous. Somebody crashed, and I can say that it was not the first time probably over here on the intersection. Kind of very dangerous as well. So I'll let this car go. And that's why I usually ride on the sidewalk, because people are driving crazy. And I ride very safe on, we don't have people on sidewalk usually, so don't worry about me. Just ride wherever you want to, but I try to ride on sidewalk usually. And we are getting very close. Hopefully we'll make it. I rode already about 5 miles on the bike from the fully charged battery. It showed me full charge still on the battery. Very hard to see. I mean, not hard, but kind of dark display. I can still see on the bright sun, but it's not as very bright, I guess. And I think I'm on the brightest. Hopefully we'll make it to the top. I'm not expecting, to be honestly, to make it to the top, because I know many 750 motors never made it to the top hill, but hopefully it will. Throttle only, no pedal assist, no pedal assist, nothing. So I'll stop on the stop sign and we'll see. Okay, I'll let the cars go. So now I'm gonna go see if it can make it. It's not the fastest acceleration on this bike, but it's very smooth. So I'm going about 60 miles an hour based on the GPS. 12, 10, 8. So it's still pulling at 7 miles an hour. It will take me forever maybe to get up to the top, but still pulling at 7 miles an hour, which actually not bad so far. But hopefully, I really hope we will make it to the top, because I honestly didn't expect it. That's why I never took it to the hill test before, but I decided why not, you know. I want to try most of my bikes now, so subscribe to my channel. You're gonna see a lot of hill tests now. So I'm now to 6 miles an hour, which is 6.5 on display, 7, 6, so it's about 6 to 7 miles an hour. And actually, I'm impressed that it still made it with 7 miles an hour, which exactly about the same as Rave made it, Rave GT made it. Wow. So I guess the motor is not as bad as I expected, so it still have enough torque to pull up to the top of the hill over here. So that's impressive for me as well. And with all the quality and the price, is very decent on this bike, with a lot of opportunity to make this bike maybe to go even faster, or to add another battery. There's another space. That's something I like about this bike, that there's so much space on it. You can see I keep the bottle over there. You can put bottle, you can put anything, the rock. So there's underneath you can put probably extra battery if you want to. Under over here there's extra space, so there's a lot of space, or even on top. So a lot of space to work on. So now I'm gonna go down straight, so downhill I guess, to test the brakes as well, which I never did going downhill, to see how the hydraulic brakes on this bike works. And already 70 miles, 18, 25, 28, 29, 32, and then brake. Wow. It was good. Left some tire marks as well, so it does brakes fine, so it does have a good stopping power. I reached like 32 miles an hour based on GPS, and of course any bike would just have like this, would have the tire marks on the ground, because it's kind of always like takes about 10 meters to 20 meters to stop when you're going down hills with my weight on top of it. So I decided to go for more ride on this bike, since the battery is still fully charged. It's showing me after like 6 miles, most likely even more, running on it. So I'm gonna go to Orkut Ranch in my neighborhood in West Hills, and I took there like few bikes already, so we'll go see how fast I can go on the long stretch, because I usually test them on the short road and see how fast I can go on the throttle only. 23, 24, 26, 25, 26 on display and on GPS as well. So about 26 was on display, which 26 on GPS, and I'm stopping because of the red light. So it's reached 26, kind of solid 26 miles, and let's go further, and then there will be some hill tests as well. But so far it's 26, I think it's more than enough for bike. It's a level, it's class 3, I think, considered to be. 24, 25. So 26 on display, and I know this display is very accurate on GPS. 26 as well. 27 on the display. 28. So it's hit 28 miles an hour so far, but maybe because of downhill, and we're gonna have extra downhill as well. And this bike comes with all the safety features like signal light, tail light, horn, and going uphill a little bit. So you're riding like a motorcycle, because the handlebar, the way you sit on it is like motorcycle, like Harley Davidson style, as I said before. I'm not gonna race with the cars. So about 80 miles pulling up to the hill. So I'm gonna go to this ranch over here, one of the oldest one. The crossing the street is very dangerous over here, so it's just to take some pictures and ride over here. It's fun. Last time I was here on the Ray Bullet, I guess, get 2 flats. Hopefully I will not get flat on this bike. I know the tires on this bike much better than any other bike I had, because they're very thick and actually looking very good. So far this bike kind of outperformed some of them, and also the way it's riding, it's also outperformed some of the faster bikes. So this bike is not the fastest bike I tested, but it's more solid and more stability as smooth ride. So I'm gonna take some pictures here and get back to you in a second. And I just want to show you how bright the headlight. It's not the dark over here, but beautiful. And look on this bike, look on this monster. It's actually one of the largest headlight, and it looks amazing. Look on these tires. Definitely worth to take a look. Check the link in description. I might get better discount codes, and the discount code right now I think $100 off. but I'll talk to the owner. Maybe they can get me better discount, and I'll list it in description. So it was very great experience riding the bike, and not only you can pedal it as any bicycle, and it's a great pedaling. Of course you're gonna get like ghost pedaling after, let's see when, after about 23-24 miles an hour. Then you have to pedal really fast, but I'm going uphill 25 miles an hour easy. It's a little bit uphill, and let's see if I just pedal it slowly, how fast I can go. Throttle, just pedaling very slow, like ghost pedaling. Sometimes it can go even fast, about 26, 27 on display, 27.5 hours on display, and of course it will get gonna be downhill. About 27 miles, easy, and downhill of course gonna be faster. 29 downhill, and I think 30 miles, and the motor was cut off at 30 miles. Only the wind resistance make it slow in my way, but I can tell you that 25 miles is that's all you need actually, 25 to 26. And I still have so only one bar drop, so I have 4 bars, was 5 before, and I was riding about 8 miles on it, so mostly throttle and also 2 people. So the battery life is good. I think they use very good cells on this battery. So another thing I noticed, you might buy a bike with a larger battery, but the cells they use is not going to be good quality, and that will affect on your range as well. So sometimes you buy a huge battery, nice on the paper, but it will not last long. So this one, 70 amp, 0.5, very good battery. Based on the distance I rode. 28 on display. So if you're a lighter person, you might hit 28 easy.